Mrs. J, you left Healing Hands a little while ago, days ago, and we didn't hear from you. What happened while you were out there?
Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible. The young girls that are searching and looking for someone that cares about them.
Where? Young girls? What are you talking about?
Young girls, anywhere from 16 to 30 years old. There's hundreds of them just looking with bags in their hands, just looking for some food, somebody that cares about them, some place to sleep, on the street, underneath the catacombs, guys that are taking advantage of
Oh my God.
and just to have a place to lay down where it's safe, and it's not safe for them either, and drugs and alcohol and desperation and crying and begging for help and needing a place to go where somebody cares about them, somebody that can help them, somewhere they can take a bath, somewhere they can change clothes, somewhere they can be safe. And it's unreal. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. I've been in Stockton for 31 years and I have never seen conditions like this. I have done without food. I am malnutrition. I've been in and out of the hospital from exhaustion, and they too, if they're younger than I am, so they're able to last longer, but they're hungry. They need help. They need
Do they go? Do they go to the mission and eat, or some of them? The missions are full. I hear that there are no beds in the missions.
No, there's nothing. There's no place to go. There's only is to go in the woods there and sleep in the woods, or sleep on the side of the street, or try to find a blanket somewhere, or try to just lay down on the concrete, just anywhere. And they're begging and they're crying and they need help. They're begging for help, and there's no help to come. There's no help coming.
People don't see the situation that's going on here in Stockton. Stockton is the ground zero for the housing bubble, where a lot of people lost their homes. People don't see the pain and suffering that's going on here, where 40% of the population is unemployed.
And the thing about
They don't see it because the people are hiding. The hidden people are hiding underneath the bridges. There are a lot of waterways here. You don't see the people on the street, and people blend in. But once you go underneath the bridges, underneath where the water is, to get fresh water, there are literally thousands and thousands. It's like a war zone of people who have no food, nowhere to eat, and there are a few places. There's St. Mary's here, but they cannot handle the overflow of people that desperately need help and are afraid to say anything. Am I right, Judy?
You're right. And the thing about it is, the homeless people are stealing from the homeless people. You can't even have anything. You wake up, if you go to sleep, you wake up, you don't have anything that you had. The few things you had the night before, you don't have them anymore. Even if they're stealing from each other because they're hungry, they're looking for food, they're looking for something to drink, they're looking for clothes, anything they can get their hands on, anything that they can turn over for cash, anything. Just they'll sell everything you got. Just if you have a bicycle, they'll steal your bicycle. If you have a backpack, they'll steal your backpack. They're looking for anything they can get. So you wind up with nothing. You wake up, you don't even have any shoes.
The critical situation here in Stockton is the temperatures. Now, Judy, you left here just to go a short ways away, to walk away, and you wound up in the hospital from heat exhaustion.
Right.
The temperatures here can reach as high as 110,
Right.
109, 111. But if you're not out there in it, you do not know if you can handle it or not. You ended up in the hospital just trying to maneuver. If you don't have transportation here, it's very difficult. Now, the city did put in several bus stops, but they do not have air conditioning. They can't have air conditioning, but just sitting at the bus stop, waiting 1 hour. It takes an hour to get a bus. The buses run every hour in the city of Stockton. In the course of that hour, you can possibly pass out. You passed out. You ended up in the hospital. You ended up in the hospital.
2 days ago, 3 days ago, and a woman came by and picked me up and helped me into her back seat and took me to the hospital. And then there's another time I passed out trying to push a cart to a storage and passed out, wound up in an ambulance, didn't even know where I was because from the heat. A woman stopped and gave me $1. I stuck it in my pocket and walked about 2 or 3 steps and the dollar fell out. I didn't even have the, by the time I got to the 99-cent store, I didn't even have the dollar. It fell out of my pocket because I don't even remember sticking it in. It did.
Stockton, the city of Stockton, desperately needs
But these young girls,
something.
It's unreal.
We
Young girls, I mean young. And their families have put them out because they no longer can take care of them.
makes me cry.
The boys
Oh my
can
God.
make it better than the girls. The girls are in trouble. It's terrible. Young girls that need help and they're being exploited by these homeless men that are awful. They're on drugs and next thing you know they're on drugs.
Oh my
Whatever.
gosh.
It's awful. I don't know what to do. They try to be that way with me, but see, I know better. I hide. I don't let anybody touch me. Nobody. I don't care how desperate I am.